Here's my completed garment, number 2. Video is going to be a little tricky. I don't have a whole lot of room to work with and a large enough backdrop to get a view of the entire thing. But here are some up-close details. A lot of this was some tricky tool work. My mannequin isn't exactly a fashion mannequin. It is more of a dress stand, so it doesn't really quite have the best shape for draping patterns. But here's some of the details. A lot of the tool was quite difficult to work with, I will admit. The hardest part was gauging the sleeve. It was rather difficult even with a pattern draft. The tool didn't quite translate the way I hoped it would, and it came up just a little tight here on this area where I intended to have a neck closure, and thus it's kind of pulling this area. So that's something that had I had a little bit more time would have paid more attention to, although time was of the essence. But otherwise, I had a lot of fun gathering the tool. It is a very soft drape, and I do like the way that the layering of the skirts came out. I do have 2 layers. You can see underneath I've got that orange one stitched onto a lining. Right here you can see I have a cotton lining with the hem, and then I've got these 2 layered tiered skirts placed over them. And then as just an accessory, this is a belt. It's not a proper belt, so to say. It is just very, it's just kind of tied around the waist of the dress. The look is supposed to be kind of on the raggedy side. It's intended to be kind of like a shipwreck / coral reef appeal, so it wasn't exactly meant to look super uniform. Although I do love the uniformity of the layers of the skirt. If there was a way for me to laser cut these to make them very sharp, I absolutely would have. But tulle is kind of difficult as is. Overall, I'm quite happy with the appearance of the dress. I think that it follows very similarly to my original sketch. Otherwise, I think that I wish that the skirt didn't have quite the volume up at the hip area, but I'm quite happy with the look regardless.